Oh, undoubtedly it's the sea, and the access to the sea is just fantastic.
The beach and the view, and it's an ever-changing view as I look out the windows.
We'll never be Blackpool, and I don't think we want to be Blackpool.
It's absolutely gorgeous out there, and a great tonic to anybody who just needs to get away from work now and again.
I've been living in Portobello for 13 years. We lived just about half a mile away, and we were walking the dog one day and saw that the guest house was for sale, and we said, oh, I think we could do that. So that was nearly 7 years ago, and we've been here ever since.
I came to Portobello when I was 10, which is 38 years ago. And when we came here, my mum was working in the ice cream cafe behind us. And my family took over the arcade about 8 years after that, 8 years later, so probably about 30 years.
Its proximity to Edinburgh makes it a really nice place for visitors to stay, because they can have the convenience of getting on the bus into Edinburgh with all its attractions, but come back at night and have the tranquility of being by the sea. And the guests that stay with us really enjoy having the sea view and hearing the sound of the waves at night.
We get lots of visitors and people just walking along the prom and enjoying it and taking in the weather and the sights and just the atmosphere. It's great.
I would probably, although everybody comes in the summertime, obviously July and August when the sun's shining, sometimes it can get too busy. So I think if I was visiting Portobello, I would probably come maybe about April, May time on whether it was a nice weekend day or a nice evening. We're not too busy, but there's enough going on. As I say, good bars, good cafes, great walk. That would be my favourite time to visit, when the weather's nice but it's not too busy.
There's something for people all year round in Edinburgh. In Portobello there are various events happening. We have the marathon running past in May, and round about Christmas there's a lot going on as well, so it doesn't really matter, you can come at any time.
For me, it's the community. It's a great community. It's not. There's been some gentrification. It's gone a little bit upmarket, but there's still a heck of a lot of people who live there who are right across the demographic. And that makes it a really interesting place. Things are going on all the time in terms of activities for kids and adults. Lots of choirs.
I think there's a real sense of community in Portobello. There are lots of people that are prepared to put in effort to grow this community.
Living wise, I think it's a great community. Again, it's a safe place to bring kids up. Good, although we're in Edinburgh, the bus into town is maybe only 10-15 minutes, but when you're down here you could feel like you're 100 miles from Edinburgh. So you've got the best of both worlds there. There's been good improvements over the past probably decade. The promenade itself, the beach is cleaned every day. The beach is spotless. I don't think you'll find a nicer beach, certainly without going too far away, whether it's south of England or the north of Scotland. But things from the council point of view, better toilet facilities would make a big difference, huge difference. Sometimes on a busy day the toilets are along that way and they can be queued out, and things like that. Just the amenities for the day trippers. Better parking facilities for people to come down.
But I think there's more developments down in the front would be a great thing. If we could it'd be great to have a pier back down there. That would be smashing.
Well, the council has plans to continue the promenade as far as Cramond, I understand. I think this is a long-term plan, but it'd be really lovely to be able to walk further along the shore. The guests that stay with us often ask if they could walk along to Leith, and I say, well, you can walk along to Leith, but it's not a very nice walk because you go through all the industrial part. So if there was a walkway a bit further along past the end of the prom, that'd be really good.
At the moment, it takes 30 minutes to get in on the bus, but if you got on the train, it'd be 5 minutes or less into Waverley Station. So it'll be a great service. But I think one of the crucial things that made it important from my point of view to look at this was that the new ScotRail franchise owner, Abellio, reckoned that a station, if it was reopened, would actually see 220,000 passengers a year going through it, which is a very large number. But there wouldn't be commuters, they would actually be visitors coming back to Portobello. The train could really open up the resort again.
Well, there are lots of these local railways that are opening again. This railway opening to the borders. It would certainly give people more choice in how they could get here. We do have guests that go up to the railway station at Brunston. It's not too far away. So certainly a local railway would help that, just for choice of transport.
But we actually have a railway station at Brunston, just at Milton Road, which is maybe a 10-minute walk to the beach and to the high street. But it's not promoted or marketed as Portobello, so people don't know it's there. So probably better promotion of the railway station we have would actually be better off than building a new station.
I think Portobello is growing as a fashionable place to live and as to shop. I heard somebody saying it's the new Stockbridge, so that would be nice if Portobello became the new Stockbridge. I think a couple more places to eat would be nice. We have some good restaurants and bars and pubs in Portobello now, and it's really growing. So if we can keep growing in that direction, that would be great.
I think as long as the business owners that are down here, most people care about Portobello, most people live in Portobello. So as long as they keep the cafes and the bars to a good standard, I think it's a good place to come and visit. And I think that if that carries on, I think we'll be fine.
What we really need is more of the same. We need to keep the balance between the interests of the residents and making an attractive place for visitors. It's really important to get that right. If we don't do that, it'll change it and it'll become something else, and that's not right, I don't think.